Hey, what is up guys? So the ban list is out for April 1st. We got the dual disc, so you know that means it's serious business. This is actually the first time I'm checking out this list, so let's go. So, for first off, cards that are banned. Alright, we have Morphing Jar and Morphing Jar number 2. Okay. Well, the thing is, Konami might have watched my video yesterday where I'm like, you know, if you open up with it and it's at 1, it doesn't matter. So if you play Dark Worlds and you open up with Morphing Jar and you have to have a bunch of monsters and you go, bam, Morphing Jar, first turn, you get a huge advantage, and that's pretty good. Morphing Jar was never really in decks, I would say, that played the conventional way that the game is designed to play. It was always in some crazy deck-out decks. Now, unfortunately, you won't be able to go for Jackpot 7. Maybe that's why they decided to hit Morphing Jar. The whole creature swap, they've been watching Asian Eyes, they know the Morphing Jar creature swap, and they know about the whole discarding of Jackpot. So now, I guess that's no longer viable, but we still got those Dark Scorpions, unless they happen to hit those cards too. But Morphing Jar number 2, if you guys are wondering, why the heck is that on there? It went from, you know, at 3 to immediately banned. It supports a lot of just like loop OTK, well, it's a deck out, you know, technically. There's a whole bunch of things that you can do with Morphing Jar number 2, so I can understand why, and it doesn't play the way that, like I said, Konami wants you to, well, essentially the game was designed not to do stuff like that, so that, is that it? Alright, so let me just double check, because I don't want to forget something. Alright, so that's it for banned. Okay, okay. For cards that are now at 1, so you can only play 1 copy of, we got Coach Soldier, Wolfbark. I already knew this was happening. See, I told you guys, Coach Wolfbark was going to get hit. So if you listen to Asian Eyes, you know, sometimes Asian Eyes knows what's up. So Coach King, you know, Fire Fist Mermail is probably the top decks, I would say, of the last couple formats. Well, they've been pretty good for a long time. It's just Dragons were kind of just like dominated the deck, you know, kind of dominated the entire game in general. But Coach Wolfbark now at 1, so we'll have to see if some people start playing Call of the Haunted. Definitely it hurts Fire Fist more than anything. Now that you don't have to worry about getting number 101 every single turn, because I swear that card always comes out and it takes my BLS. But that's really good. I love that this card is now at 1. Next up we have Abyss Gund. Okay, so does that, hold on, I gotta check what else they hit for Mermails for me to comment on this. Okay, didn't hit. Okay, just double checking. No spheres on there. Okay, we're good. So if you are like me and you love Mermails, I like the playstyle of it. Sometimes I know it's derpy and just goes Megalo, go game. Like, I understand. Don't get me. I hate those games. I like the games where it drags out to at least like 15 turns and you have to like play out of stuff. You have access to everything in your extra deck. So Gun going away, I'm okay with this because basically, you know, I love running Aqua Spirit. Aqua Spirit allows me to make, you know, crazier synchro plays. I still love running Birdman in there. So Aqua Spirit plus Birdman was awesome, especially if you still played Glacia. You can manipulate the levels or the amount of waters you had in the graveyard a lot easier. I think that is pretty cool. I like that idea of hitting Gun. It was either Gun or Abyssius, but the thing is, well, I mean, I doubt they would have hit Megalo, or like, I think if anything, I thought Sphere was going to get hit, and it's not on here, so that's pretty sexy. Mermail's still looking pretty strong, guys, so if you're a Mermail player, don't worry, this does hurt your deck, but the deck is still definitely huge. Like, that deck is still pretty good, unless we'll get to something later, and it'll be like, oh, this card is, Megalo is now banned, or they'll semi-limit, like, everything else in the deck. But I still think that's good. That's a good move for the game, because it basically what Gun did was like you would summon Megalo, you discard, and then you get back like another Megalo, you get back lead, you get back another level 7, be like, oh bam, Dracossack, Big Eye. That's fine. I don't care about Dracossack or Big Eye. I love the synchro aspect of Mermails and like the huge plays that you can do out of it. Next up, do we have anything else? We have oh, I was gonna say Reinforcement of the Army is not 1. Rekindling. See, I swear Konami's been watching me. They've been on Asian Eyes' videos. But Konami, why? Why haven't we? Why? We need to have a talk, Konami. But anyways, Rekindling, that's a good move. You know what's strange is they never reprinted Quasar because I felt like they needed to reprint our Quasar and then everyone would, you know, be interested in buying that tin or whatever. Not only for collector's purposes, but for the purpose of, you know, Rekindling for 1 card to make Quasar. That was always stupid. Rekindling has always been a card that I've talked about. I'm like, this card should get hit. And they finally did it, so thank you for doing that. Oh, next up we have Infernity Barrier. Remember, guys, I was talking about Infernities being kind of derpy. I was like, the Volvo Chain, or what did I talk about? I talked about something in Infernities, which is, you know, it's good that they hit that because if that deck goes first and they open up with that, you know, like, you know, that play of basically Volvo Chain, and then, you know, they set everything, if they have multiple barriers, like, you lose, like, have fun watching your opponent just keep on special summoning, right? But that's good that they hit that, in my opinion. I'm personally glad with that. For some reason, whatever, Transmigration Prophecy still has to be, you know, at 1, but whatever, I could care less for that. Next up, cards now that you could run 3 of, and that is going to be Necroface. Oh no, I'm sorry. These are cards that you can run 2 of. My bad. So you can run 2 copies of these now. Necroface. Now there was a bunch of deck out decks, and now that Gold Sark's at 1 in the TCG, I still think it's at 3 in the OCG. But Necroface going to 2, I don't think it'll really do anything. Like Gold Sark was basically the card, and you just keep on Gold Sarking for Necrofaces. But like now, there's only one option. We'll see if someone makes like a crazy Necroface deck, because that could be possible. You know, we never know. Next up, you can only run 2 copies of Heraldic Seal of Convocation. So they keep on switching this back. They're like, you know, we want more OTKs. Now we take it back. Now we still want more OTKs. Like this card at 2, it doesn't like hurt the deck like that much. Like it's very mediocre. If anything that would have hurt the deck, it'd be hitting Tefnuit. I think Tefnuit was like their go-to card for pretty much most of their like explosive plays. And since it's not there anymore, you know, that's a thing. Okay, so yeah, it doesn't hurt the deck at all. Heraldic Ruler's still looking pretty hot. I mean, that's all they got that was hit, right? Like that is it. There was very few things that they actually hit. I was hoping for double Gores, you know, but they didn't hit Sphere. I still think Sphere, to me personally, I think that is a much better card than Gun. But that's cool. That's cool. All right. I like playing against Mermals, but like I said, sometimes there are those derpy plays. Didn't hit BLS. Didn't hit Tour Guide. We are good to go. But now cards that you can run 3 of. Oh my gosh, they put Primal Seed to. What? It's no longer. You can run 3 copies of Primal Seed. Magical Stone, who cares about that? They're like, you can't even do Magical Blast at OTK, FTK anymore. Like, that doesn't really work. It's just, it's not happening. But anyways, Primal Seed. Primal Seed to 3. Alright. You know what, guys? I'm going to prove Konami wrong for doing this, because now you can get infinite damage with any monster you want in the game. Let me go ahead and put a link down below in that description box. Now you can basically get any monster you want in the game to infinite. Well, it doesn't even really need to be infinite attack. You can get it to as much attack as you want, right? Hold on. I'm double checking. This is on the official website because someone linked me. I'm like, all right. I made sure I checked the link because this is the official one, right? Let's go ahead and go to the news just to make sure. Okay, we're good. Okay, it doesn't change the URL. All right. Okay. I'm gonna make Konami regret this. You guys, let's go ahead and start playing these ridiculous decks to get any monster that you want in the game into unlimited attack. Link below in the description box. I'll put an annotation up. That was crazy though. That I never saw this coming. I'm gonna make a deck that abuses Primal Seed, and Konami's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Asian Knights. I'm sorry. Why do we Primal Seed as 2 or 3? It's at 3. This is crazy." You know what I'm gonna do, guys? I'm gonna make a Phantom of Chaos deck. I'm gonna do it. There's gonna be some crazy decks coming out because Primal Seed is now at 3. I'm stoked to play, you know, in the upcoming format. Surprisingly, Global didn't come back. Dark Strike Fighter, yeah, right. Dark Strike Fighter is we don't have Dark Strike Fighter. Let me double check on that. That is still in the banned section. All right, I gotcha. Okay, so. None of them came back. Okay. I really thought this was coming back, guys. Maybe we'll get it later on because remember, guys, we haven't got that errata reprint announced. So maybe over in what is the next ban list? It's coming out soon. We do the ban list, I believe, 2 times a year. I don't know. We're doing it more times than we did before. So let me know, guys, what decks you are excited to play. Personally, for me, as far as the meta goes, Heraldic Ruler's still looking pretty hot. Firefish definitely took the biggest hit out of all of the, you know, main decks. There's Girya's looking pretty hot. Harpies are still, you know, nothing got hit in Harpies. And I still think that Sylvans are going to be the dominant deck because nothing's got hit there. They got 3 Graceful Charity, and that deck is going to be crazy. But let me know, guys, what decks are you excited to play in the upcoming format? What decks do you think are going to be good? And I'm going to make a video on in the future and let you guys know what the meta is going to look like after like the next big like Yu-Gi-Oh tournament, because this is, you know, a pretty small ban list, but it definitely, I'd say, out of all the decks, Firefish got hurt the most. This was like their go-to card to go for Tenki to add another Wolfbark and just like keep on doing their plays. So, you know, Firefish I think took the biggest hit. Obviously, this card hurts a lot, but Sphere's still at 3, Lynn's at 3. Like, you have so many options to get out that other, you know, monster. It's not that big of a deal. Looking pretty hot for a lot of other decks coming in the future, but there's not really nothing that brought anything back. We didn't get any like Blackwing support or my Reborn Tengu that I was hoping for. But we got some of the, you know, gameplay mechanics down where they're like, you know what, we don't want some of those game mechanics where one player just plays and, you know, going back to that same idea that I uploaded yesterday, I was talking about, you know, if you open up with those cards, you know, it doesn't matter that they're limited. But we got to fix this, Konami. Please Fix, where is it? Where's this card? This. Please, please, Konami, fix this card. I'm glad they fixed this, though. But maybe, guys, maybe they're like thinking, oh, wait, we put Magical Stone at 3, so then you can just add back Rekindling, although Gold Sark's at 1. Like, you still have to get that 1 Rekindling first. But, like I said, let me know what decks you are looking forward to playing, as well as what decks you think are going to be good. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. Gonna be making those sick BLS Primal Seed decks. But thanks for watching. Azneyes out.